Hey everybody, welcome back to Wilbert Does. I'm out here today dialing in some guns for upcoming hunting season. I figured I'd do a quick unboxing of this Banish Meateater that I picked up recently. And after we do this, I'll show you what I'm going to put it on. But yeah, let's just get into this. Kind of excited about it. Got some stickers, normal stuff. Got the can, right? It's got a good looking color. I like the gray. But I went with this over a different brand because I like something that's serviceable, right? I want to be able to take it apart, clean it, maybe replace some pieces if I need to, but other suppressors in this kind of range of what I was looking at weren't serviceable. So you got the end piece here you can swap out if you're going to shoot smaller calibers. I think that's about it. Just real simple. That's it. So we'll get this ready to get put on the new firearm. It'd be fantastic. Here, let me show you what I'm working with here. Bye-bye. Yeah. You get you flipped up. I don't know. I've got the awning out because it's sunny outside, but I'll tell you. Okay. So Savage 110. There we go. Get some light on it. I really like the way it looks. It's a little heavier than what I had imagined it being. It's not something I would want to carry, I don't believe, up in the mountains, but for whitetails in the south or wild boar or something like that, I think it's just fine. And it's a caliber that I have zero experience with. This is the 6.5 Creedmoor. I always told myself I wouldn't even get one just because I don't really like buying into the hype of things. But Bass Pro had a sale going on with this, and I don't know, it was real hard to pass up. It was the gun with the Vortex optic, and it was cheap. It was like $550 or something. But anyway, it did come pre-threaded from the factory, so always a plus. Let me get a setup. I don't have a target camera, just have this one. Target's way down there, 100 yards on the money. And yeah, I'm gonna pull the bolt, get this thing kind of bore-sided the best I can, see if we can't get it dialed in, and we'll see what it does. And I'm back now that I got it all put together and bore-sided the best I can, at least ways with my eyes and no real tools. So this is my first experience with a 6.5 Creedmoor. So never owned one, never shot one. I've heard mixed reviews on them for hunting, but I don't know. So with that, since I have no experience whatsoever, I picked up a few different boxes of ammunition. One is ammo. The other one is Nosler Whitetail. And then the Remington core lock tipped. So I think this was the cheapest. I think what I'm gonna do here is just send some of these down there and make sure I have a somewhat of a zero. And then we'll do an actual test and see how that works for us. See which ammunition the rifle is going to like the best. And also, my first Savage. Never owned or shot a Savage firearm. So, a lot of firsts for me with this particular setup. So, let's see what it does. All right, let's see if we hit paper. Doesn't look like we even hit paper. Man, that's terrible. That's not on the firearm, that's on me. We'll send one more just to make sure we didn't hit paper. We did, in fact. And now that I see that one, I can see where we were on the other one. So let me tell you what I'll do. I will get this. We're left and right pretty good, but we're shooting about 8 inches low. So there. Let's try this one more time and see if I can get closer to the bullseye. Then we'll start a few groups and see how it likes it. Okay. That should be on enough for, you know, some 3-shot test groups. And I think I'll go ahead and shoot a little test group with this one. Then we'll let the rifle cool and then switch between the ammunition brands from there. It is a pretty heavy barreled rifle. It's fluted nicely. It's not even close to being hot, so probably go top left to begin. That one looks on the money, left and right. About 3/4 of an inch high. That is a bullseye. And that's dead perfect left and right, and 3/4 of an inch high. So that is a 1-inch group out of Ammo Incorporated. I think these are, yeah, 140 grain boat tail hollow points. I mean, for a hunting round 1-inch group, I'm not perfect either, right? You see what I'm shooting off of: plastic table, unweighted lead sled. So it's not bad. What we'll do is we'll let this cool a little bit and dial up the nozzler and see what it does. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. It's been a few minutes, plenty enough time for this to cool. It is just slightly warm. I can hold my hand here forever. Never give me a problem at all. So I think we're going to shift to the nozzler, Whitetail Country. It's 140 grain also, but these look a little different. Let's see if I can show you a side-by-side comparison here. These are like hollow points, and these are more core locks. So not sure if you can see that, but we'll see how these nozzlers do. I like core locks for hunting. They always seem to do a really good job. So, all right, we'll go top right target for the nozzlers. Okay. That one is just slightly low and to the left. I don't know what's going on here with this feeding system. All right. That was way left. That one's almost touching the previous shot. That's probably an 1.5 inch group. Now, obviously, some of this is going to be human error, right? Like I said, I don't have a big shooting bench. Nothing's really super stable. But we'll give this a few minutes. You did notice I put my suppressor cover on there just to help with the mirage, but we'll give it a few minutes, cool down, and then we'll come back and we'll shoot these Remingtons and see how it does. All right, guys, we're back. It is time for the Remington Core-Lokt tipped. Now this is 129 grains. It's a little bit lighter bullet, so maybe she'll like it. Let's find out. I'm gonna shoot the bottom right target. I'm pretty sure those two were in the same hole. Well, I told y'all bottom right target. So Remington Core-Lokt tipped. You're not going to believe me, but let's go down there. We'll take a look at the targets. And to give it time to cool. All right, let's go. And we're down here at the target, right? Just like that time warp you guys are in. So up here, top left target was the Ammo brand 140 grain boat tail hollow points, I believe is what they are. But that's not bad. You can see that's probably 1 inch, maybe just a touch over, right? Top right target was the Nosler whitetail Core-Lokts, 140 grains. And you can see definitely this is 1.5 inches. And some of that may have been me because this is a good group. This one may have been me. These were my bore sighting. And then these three here were the Remington Core-Lokt tipped. And that's under 1 inch. Right, this is probably 3/4 inch. I'm sorry, I don't have a tape measure or my dial indicators or calipers. But you could put all three of these inside of a square, and these squares are 1 inch. So this is that's a sub MOA group. And see, I can shoot, guys. This isn't, you know, I can do it. So I think I'm just going to move this about 5 clicks to the right, send a couple of more, make sure I'm dialed in, and then I'll have a, you know, a good zero for that ammunition for this rifle. I'll meet you back at the table. We're back down here at the table, guys. Oh, yeah, let me move me to the right. What I'll do is I'll send a couple more, make sure that's got me at bullseye, and probably wrap this up. I don't know how I feel about that right there. Not sure if you can see, it did not feed this anywhere near correctly. Maybe that's just me trying to figure out a new gun. Clicked in, same thing. So, and it has deflected the tip. Maybe if I go slower. See, it popped up there. I don't know. Let's see if I got her in the bullseye. Yep. They're both touching the white of the bullseye, just a shade low. Was that a 1/2 inch low? So we go 2 clicks up. I'll send one more just for, you know, the sanity of it. And we'll probably wrap this up. Good enough for me. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate the support. If you could like, subscribe, comment, leave me a thumbs up, whatever you feel like doing. And yeah, get out there and do something.